And in Thailand, a lot of people, they remap this engine from 190 horsepower. Guess how much they get? Hey YouTubers, what's up? Welcome to thaiautonews. Today I'm gonna review the 2024 Isuzu D-Max V-Cross, which is the top variant of the D-Max lineup in Thailand. But before checking out the video, don't forget to support our channel by clicking the like, subscribe as well as bell notifications so you'll know when we have a new car review. ขอบคุณครับ The V-Cross is powered by a 3-liter turbo diesel capable of pumping out 190 horsepower and 450 Newton meters, which is about the industry average. There are trucks that have more power, like Ford Ranger, is Toyota, Hilux Revo, but a lot of manufacturers have this figure. So pretty much average, the engine. But one thing you'll notice about this Isuzu engine is that it's quite noisy. And in the past, Isuzu was also famous for offering great fuel economy. So the average fuel economy, according to the Thai Eco Sticker rating, is 7.2 liters per 100 kilometers. So it comes to roughly 13.8, 13.9 kilometers per liter. And if you want a better fuel economy from your D-Max, better go for the 1.9. So that will offer better fuel economy, but in exchange for much lower power, so it could be very slow. But when speaking about Isuzu engines, another thing you can also be sure is the durability. You really can't break this engine. Very tough engine. And in Thailand, a lot of people, they remap this engine from 190 horsepower. Guess how much they get? 400. So when you have a pickup truck races in Thailand, the Isuzu trucks are really good. So despite the kind of sloppy suspension, the engine can be tuned up dramatically, and a lot of people also go for upgraded suspensions. The most popular brand, I think, is Old Man Emu. So in Australia, Isuzu is pretty popular as well. So you get these upgraded off-road parts, suspension parts, good, very high quality as well, to improve the performance as well as the handling, road holding of the Isuzu D-Max. So I've been driving this mostly in the city, and fuel economy I'm getting is about 12.1 kilometers per liter, 12 kilometers per liter. So I think with the diesel-powered pickup trucks, you need to really go up country to enjoy the better fuel economy. When driving in the city, it's not spectacular, the fuel economy. Okay, so when driving the D-Max V-Cross, you still feel that, back to this later, feel that the suspension is not that comfortable. Okay, it absorbs some of the bumps nicely, but in general driving it's pretty bouncy, You never have a smooth ride in the D-Max. It's always jiggly. So that's one thing you gotta be used to when if you buy this truck. The sensitivity for the intelligent safety features are too sensitive, you know. It's been braking when it's not necessary, very unnecessary braking twice already. So there was this motorcycle on the right part, you know, waiting to turn, and I was staying in my lane and he was staying in a different lane. This one braked, you know, like I was shocked. Hey, what happened? So it's very sensitive, this ADAS in the Isuzu. But luckily, if you get into the menu, you can adjust this sensitivity in I think 3 levels. So it's something you gotta get into the menu and do your own adjustment. For example, now it doesn't work. So I'm not sure which supplier Isuzu ordered this system, or they did it in-house, but I don't think it's so smart, you know. I think it's too hyper. One of the things I like in the Isuzu D-Max V-Cross is this seat. Front seats are, yeah, quite comfortable, and lots of shoulder support. This part, and the softness is nice, and it's also a heat-resistant material with the perforations as well. Some holes on the backrest and the seat cushion as well. So I think the seats are pretty high quality. This is nice. I like it a lot. And in terms of soft touch material, the whole console is covered with this material, and I think it's a real stitching also, so very nice over here. But the 3 storage spaces, the mechanism is like pretty, yeah. This, it's like listen to that sound, it's like God. And although this is, you know, nice, the door panel, bad news, it's not so good. Listen, this car has covered only 800 kilometers and already it's, you know, it's not so build quality on the door panel, very low score over here. But again, this steering feel is very nice. This leather over here, yeah, nicely done. So, you know, there's a mix of good and bad, you know, in the Isuzu D-Max V-Cross. I understand, okay, there are some cost cutting that needs to be done, but well, this is far from Ford Ranger. Although it can wade through 800 millimeters of water, just like the Ranger, so that's equal. I mean, for off-roading, I don't think the Isuzu is, you know, lower than other. Actually, it's one of the best for off-roading. If you go to Isuzu's off-road track, you'll find very high inclines, and this one can go up and down. I mean, I won't drive there, you know, but it's very scary. But the D-Max has pretty good off-roading performance capabilities, and as well as you know, it's very durable track, right? So going off-road is a way with the V-Cross. It might not be a nice truck to drive in the city, but or on the highway, but if you go off-roading, it's second to none, I think, in my point of view. To switch from 2-wheel drive to 4-wheel drive as well as low range, there's a small dial over here. Isuzu is one of the first brands to offer shift on the fly, so they're pretty good with this 4x4 systems. And this one also comes with what do you call it, off-road mode or something like that. So on the display you will see the graphics for inclinations on both screens. You know, here also you get one, you can enlarge it, I think. Yeah, you can enlarge it, and there's also a small display on the instrument panel as well. Although the graphics, I mean, it just says 0 and 30. In between, it won't tell you the angle. As for the display, you get a 7-inch color display that does a lot of things, which is nice. But on the left and right still, you get analog rev counter, and on the right you get the temperature and fuel level. Well, it's pretty normal for Japanese manufacturers, unlike the Chinese, who always give fully digital driver display.
In 400 meters, keep right at the fork.
I think all Japanese manufacturers, you know, they won't give you full digital screen. I don't know what's wrong with them. You check every brand, you know, they hardly have any fully digital screen. It's always a mix. Some digital, some analog. So part digital, part analog, all the time. It was gonna break original, see? It's not dangerous at all. It's like you're having a crazy wife the whole time. Okay, I'm gonna do some kick down and listen to the sound engine. Already warning. I mean, the torque is fine, you know, 450, plenty for you to use. So acceleration on par with the others, not bad. The transmission is a 6-speed automatic transmission with the manual shift gate, as well as shift paddles on the steering, but pretty small over here. And actually, it's pretty intelligent as well. If you lower your speed, it will shift down by itself. You don't have to use your manual thing to shift down. But
in 400 meters, continue straight.
The mechanism for the gear lever is just very hard, you know. The mechanism again reminds you that Isuzu is mainly a commercial vehicle producer. So as you can see, the steering is like super heavy. Ooh. Oh shit. Women can't drive this truck. Ooh, very macho. Gotta be macho guy. Okay, so I'll attempt to adjust the ADAS system in the Ddi M A. Okay, here to choose the menus. Yes, settings. And this is in Thai, but okay, this is the emergency brake. Found it. So okay, they got setting for sensitivity. Thai it says ความไวในการแจ้งเตือน so this is the sensitivity. Let's see. Okay, this is the standard already, not the high. Wow. Okay, so here we got automatic high beam, emergency braking forward, lane change warning. This is the, what do you call it, drowsiness or tiredness sensor. This is the RCTA rear cross traffic alert. This is blind spot. Okay, also rear cross traffic. Parking sensor. That's about it. So these are the front seats. They look very good and they're pretty comfortable as well. This is one of the things I like in the Ddi M A. These seats are nice. Okay, let's have a look at the engine. Oh. Okay, it's supposed to, you can remove it because that's the fuse box, but what the, but Jesus Christ. Okay, so again, it's quite heavy. I opened it once already, so let's. Oh, look at the muscle. In my point of view, only for men. This V-Cross Ddi Max, pretty heavy, but as you can see, very colorful engine cover. Okay, it's plastic, but at least Isuzu likes to put in lots of flashy stuff. So this is the concept. It's called the blue power, right? So got some blue color in there. Okay, so this one has been equipped with a liner. There's some round stuff here. Put things on while you're camping. Guess the tailgate doesn't come with any hydraulics, so quite heavy. Okay, so if I shift back to 4 high, you can see the graphics updating, and back to 2 high. Down here you have controls for the aircon system, which is still manual. So thanks Isuzu for not putting the aircon controls in this screen. So some nice hard buttons. So this is much easier to use than on-screen buttons. Coming down, as mentioned, this is the transfer case selector. You get a USB-C, one in front, one at the rear. So very modern, just like European luxury cars. This is a 12 volt, right? Okay. And coming down to here, at least you know what? They should have a wireless charger over here. This truck costs 1.264 million. Doesn't come with a wireless charger, so should be updated a little bit over there. Here we got diff lock. And this is the off-road mode. Let's see. You press that. Rough terrain. So it's kind of like, I'm not sure how it works, but yeah, it's also called rough terrain mode. So it's probably similar to those available in other brands like Ford, or even upmarket brands like Land Rover. On the left side of the gear lever, you get a hill descent control button, park distance control, I think, as well as a slot to insert the key to be able to park the truck in neutral. So in European cars, this feature is unavailable, but in Japanese cars, they usually offer this function, and it's very nice for Thailand because we do double park a lot, and it's a normal thing for people to push your car to get out, stuff like that. But of course, I think this is a very Thai trend. In other countries, you really park in the P, and people can't move your car. Another great gadget in the Isuzu Ddi Max V-Cross is the cup holder, which is quite similar to the Ford Ranger, but I think it's better because of what? So here you can see it's round, right? And there's a small sign saying no smoking there. So I mean, it's okay, it's not an ashtray, but that kind of warning, so like it's like we're morons, mentally retarded. But the good thing is that you can slide it back and it becomes a square, because we have square bottles which will fit. So your drinks will always be cooled by this aircon vent. So this is a nice place to put the cup holders. Well, apart from these two, and you see it's square here as well. So I'm sure this is something that Isuzu Thailand has been asking, Isuzu Japan to design. They do really get a lot of information, customer information, preferences, Isuzu. So pretty much like that. But one thing I wonder why Isuzu customers aren't complaining. For example, the build quality in the Ddi Max. Well, this odometer 835. This is a new truck, right? Almost brand new. So the soft touch area on the door panels is very small. Only just this armrest, and the whole thing is plastic. And worse is that the build quality, look, it's like, it's not solid at all. And what's the sound? Why this sound? This is a brand new truck for media review, and this is bad for the brand image. This decoration is pretty nice, as well as this thing. So the coloring in the interior is pretty nice. So a nice armrest as well, and storage bin, decent sized. So for the V-Cross, you still get this manual handbrake instead of an electronic parking brake button, which I don't fancy so much. I prefer this kind, It's, we're used to the old style. I don't like that button at all. Okay, interior, let's check it out. There's a big handle over here, and I suggest you use it, because if you try to get in without using this, your leg's gonna get stuck over there, which just happened to me. Well, in terms of space, fine. The seats are adjusted to my body size, my height. I'm 185 centimeters tall, about 6 feet. So 6-footer at the back, plenty of leg room. Pass. And we do headroom. Yeah, about this much headroom, but pretty good. Decent armrest. The headrests are a bit, could be more cushy than this. And we do get another USB-C port here, and 2 air vents. Very important for Thailand. We are a very hot country, and this is nice. Rear air vents. More. There are 4 handles plus 2, so 4 and 4, 8 handles in the Isuzu Ddi Max V-Cross. Pretty good. This is a nice, another nice gadget over here. Push it, okay, and it becomes a hook to hang your bag of snacks or whatever. Or if it's cold outside, you get in, it's warm, you can hang your coat over here as well. Here's the USB-C, but just one in front, one at the back. Not so much, these days for USBs, I think 4, need 4, 2 in front, 2 at the back. Okay, so that wraps up our review of the Isuzu Ddi Max V-Cross. So as you can see, there are lots of good things, but some things should be improved as well. Nevertheless, one thing you can be sure of is the Isuzu service. If you ask any Isuzu customer in Thailand, you will hardly find any negative comments. They really take care of their customers really well. For example, upgrading stuff in the car, or if there's a defect, they'll change it for free, sometimes without telling you. You'll never know, right? But I think that's a good thing. They really take care of their customers. That's the one thing you can be sure of about Isuzu in Thailand. Well, that's all for me today. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing, liking, as well as hitting the bell icon so you know when we have a new car review. Okay, so that's all for me today. สวัสดีครับ